Hey guys, BFViking here, and for today's episode of Battlefield History Loadouts, we're going to be taking a look at Lawrence of Arabia, also known as T.E. Lawrence. And if you get the deluxe edition of BF1, you would have received a Jambai knife and a Lawrence of Arabia SMLE. So Lawrence was born in 1888, and straight after he finished high school, he joined the British Army, which at that time they were involved in the First World War. When he joined the army, he was stationed all the way out in Egypt. What Lawrence is mainly known for was the Arab Revolt, which began on June 16, 1916. The revolt was basically the Arabs and the British trying to stop the Ottoman Empire using a large amount of railway roads to deliver supplies to the Ottoman front line. One of his most famous battles was the Battle of Cuba. Lawrence and the Arab rebels knew that the Ottomans would be coming to their location, and there was far more Ottomans than rebels, so what they did to convince the Ottomans that they were situated in Damascus rather than Aqaba. So how they went about convincing the Ottomans that they were in Damascus rather than Aqaba was by destroying a railroad that would have been essential for the Arabs, but the Arabs were no longer using it. Lawrence destroyed over 400 railways, bridges, and buildings all by himself, so the Arab rebels were very lucky to have him on their side. Lawrence also wrote several books, the most famous one being The 7 Pillars of Wisdom. That was basically Lawrence's diary entry during the war. There are also many movies based on him, the most known one being called Lawrence of Arabia, and I must say it's actually a pretty good movie considering it was released all the way back in 1963. If you haven't seen it already, I would highly recommend you go and watch it. So now moving over to his in-game loadout, we get 2 themed weapons, which is the Lawrence of Arabia SMLE and the Jambai knife. Now of course I have absolutely no advantage over the normal variants of these 2 weapons, but they do look very cool nonetheless. The SMLE works very well in all situations. I find the iron sights are very good for even the longest of ranges, and you can land yourself some very satisfying long range kills. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Battlefield History Loadouts. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Battlefield video.
Look, there, the scout.
Control of the objective! Alert!
Position under attack! Stop the men! Shock trooper spotted! Mobil tank! Şurada hücum askeri!